It's that time, YouTube. Time to give you my thoughts. The final verdict on the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. What's going on, YouTube? It's your man BG Tech Life over on Instagram, and this is my final, just the real wrap, the outcome, my review of the Galaxy S7 Edge. And this phone is the phone that we thought it was going to be. This is a premium device. It's the most premium device on the market. It's the most exciting device. It's the most powerful device. As far as benchmarks go, it may not beat than some benchmarks. I see it doesn't beat the iPhone, but only because it's two completely different ecosystems. You can't compare what goes on in New York City to the backwoods of Alabama. So that's what I'm gonna say about that. But I'm just gonna go through the device and basically what I feel. The reasons why it's one of the best devices and all the good things about it, and maybe a couple things that I don't like. Um, First off, I'm gonna say this: this phone is ridiculously expensive. Um, a lot of people say that in their reviews, not biting anybody, anything like that. But it's an expensive ass phone. So that's probably one of the drawbacks on the phone. Another drawback on the phone to me is why did you bring back the micro SD card and not bring back the I.R Blaster? The I.R Blaster is something that I utilize all the time. So those are basically my two gripes on the device. A third gripe that I hope is solved because it's a software type thing. They should be able to do it. I think you should be able to do more with the Edge. Um, the Edge should have third-party apps like Facebook and Twitter, official apps by Facebook and Twitter for the Edge, things of that nature. This phone is selling, so they should, it's a lot of S7 edges out there, so they should take the time to really get into them third-party apps for the Edge display. Now we're gonna get into why I love the phone. First reason why I love the phone is the display. Now the display, you won't find many displays like a Samsung display. No phone is out here to me can beat a Samsung. Have a better display than this phone. This phone has the best display on the market. Let me turn that down so I'm tone it down. The best display on the market here. Um, TouchWiz was toned down, but I always go with Nova Launcher. And on Nova Launcher, this phone is super fast. I have no problems with it. You can tell that the 4 gigs and the Snapdragon is working together. It don't have the best RAM management. People talk about RAM management, but this phone is fast. You don't have any problems. It's super smooth. I don't have any problems. I don't have any hiccups, stuff like that. The phone doesn't do that, so it's super smooth. The camera, the camera is great. Takes great low light picture and great video. Um, right now I'm recording with my Note 5. Samsung cameras, when it comes to that camera, is they top of the line. It's between like Samsung and LG right now for me as far as cameras go. Um, so we want for the display, the camera. I just love this black display. How you can see how my wallpaper is just. You can even see the reflection of the Bugatti. It's a great picture, a high def picture, and the black is just super black. The black, like you can't even tell where the phone stops sometimes, especially in the dark. And I like that. Um, Battery life on this phone, I've been getting a full day of heavy use out of this phone with no problem. And it's got fast charging and wireless fast charging. So I can't. It's impossible for me to complain about anything as far as battery life, because its battery life is the shit, and you can charge the phone fast. Waterproof. Waterproof is another big thing. Summer coming up. You can be in the pool. I had this. I was in Myrtle Beach. I had this phone in the pool with me. No problem. Um, so You can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't take any other phone you have to worry about in the pool. This phone is not the phone that you got like, oh, I got it a little wet. It's built for it. So a lot of people think that's gimmicky. No, that's not gimmicky. You can have your phone anywhere. You can be in the, you can have your phone in the bathroom while taking a dump. Then you can wash your hands and it can slide into the sink, and you can basically sit there and wash it off with soap. So waterproof. Also, I'm loving the micro SD card. I'm loving the micro SD card. I record videos on my phones all the time, so that's just that extra storage that I needed. You know, I see a lot of videos how you can turn your micro SD card into the internal storage of the phone, but I'm good with just having a micro SD card. I could put my music, pictures, movies on the micro SD card, and there's no need for me to really do that. Only thing that might be on my device storage if I don't switch it over is apps. So, and I'm pretty streamlined on apps. The apps that I get on and play a couple games, and everything else is pretty much small. So, I'm great that they brought the micro SD card back. The phone just looks premium. I like the curved back. It feels much better than the Galaxy S6 Edge, and it looks much better than the Galaxy S6 Edge because the Galaxy S6 Edge came to a point back. This was like almost like cutting you right here, but now it's got like this rounded back, as you can see. It's a rounded, it's a contour back, and it's more comfortable in hand. So, like I said, this phone has a great processor. This phone has a brilliant display, brilliant camera. It's waterproof, micro USB, the best display on the market. So I'm gonna say, this phone is probably a 9.5 out of 10. If it would have had an I.R Blaster, it would have been a 10. So this is just something short and sweet for y'all to let y'all know my conclusion about the Galaxy S7 Edge. If you're in need of a phone, because I'm not comparing this to any other phones. If you need a phone, you go pick this phone up and you be satisfied. If you like Android and you want a phone, you pick this phone up and it's everything that you want. This BG Tech Life.